Hi.
Hello guys, if you're brand new to my channel, my name is Nikki and this is my book nook. Today we are talking about People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. Y'all, I was so not excited to read this book. I was really hesitant about it just because I knew the basic synopsis. I knew that it was a friends to lovers and I knew it was like a rom-com, and I'm just like, but like these kinds of books normally I just don't go for them because I just feel like they're super predictable or super kind of vanilla. I'm like, whatever. And like I've had this book for several months now just because so many people talked about it, but I was specifically waiting. I'm like, I want to read it in the summer because it's very much like summery vibes. And y'all, I loved it so much. Like I finished this book yesterday and I am just still thinking about it. It was so freaking cute. It was just, I just feel like I've been slandering friends to lovers for years now, my whole life, and this was the exception. I literally, so good. So this book, I feel like I can pretty easily talk about it to you guys without giving away any crazy spoilers. It follows Poppy and Alex, Alex and Poppy. That's literally like the first line on the description. Poppy and Alex met on the first day of orientation week, their freshman year of college. They could not be more different. Poppy is really just like fun, spontaneous, wants to travel. She's kind of just like floating through life. And Alex is very just clean cut, type A, like knows exactly what he wants, is very just like content in himself, and is very kind of like OCD in certain ways. Like they are just complete polar opposites, but they end up kind of slowly becoming best friends, and they end up taking a trip during summer, like their freshman year of college, and it ends up just becoming a tradition for them. It becomes their summer trip every year. They just go on a trip together during the summer. Their trips start out very just like low budget. They're literally college students. They're just scraping together all the pennies they have, staying in super crappy motels. But as they grow up, as they get out of college, Poppy is now working for a travel blog, a travel magazine. They pay for her to go on like more extravagant vacations. So you see like them kind of mature as they go. And we're seeing like these vacations that Poppy and Alex had together like over the years. But now like Poppy is 30. And her and Alex haven't talked. They haven't talked in years. Something happened between them that caused their friendship to sort of end, and now they are going to be reuniting. Alex's brother is getting married, so they're gonna be seeing each other at this wedding, and they decide to kind of have a summer trip, get back together, get the gang back together, and the gang of just the two of them, and go on a summer trip. So we're flashing back and forth from present, where like Poppy is like preparing for this trip, going on this trip with him, super nervous, like just doesn't know how it's gonna go. And then you're seeing in the past, like their past summer trips together, and we're trying to figure out like what happened, what caused them to stop being friends. And when this book like started out, I was just like, again, like I'm very anti like friends to lovers just because that's not like who I am. Like I am just a person, like I am into you or I'm not. So like these stories of like long time friends to like one day we're together, I just am like, I could never see that happening to me. So I have a hard time like reading that kind of genre because I'm like, like I don't know, just not my vibe. But in the beginning, I was like, Alex is very, like I said, type A. Like he drives very slow, he has everything straight and organized, and he's like, he has gone on to become like a high school teacher at their hometown that they're both from, literally the high school that they went to, he is now teaching at. And Poppy is now like living in New York, and she's like living her life and traveling and stuff, and like doesn't totally know what she wants in life. And Alex just wants to like settle down, and like it is very Sweet Home Alabama vibes, like totally to a T. You got the girl that was from the whole town and she just wanted to get away and go off and like do her own thing, and is living in New York and like all about this city life, and she's kind of like now looking down on her hometown and like doesn't really want to be a part of it, where this guy like has this appreciation for his hometown and like everything that he has there, and just knows what he wants, and like all this. So it's just so cute. And I just found myself literally throughout the course of this book, I found myself absolutely falling in love with Alex. Like literally in the beginning I was like, I don't know about this book. Alex is just like, ugh, like not for me. But then I was like, oh my god, you like peel the blinders away and you see like, they're so cute, like their friendship, and like it's just, I don't know, I just love this book because I just felt like it was so real. It was so like realistic, and I think a lot of people forget, especially when you're like reading a book or watching a movie, like there is so much more to a relationship than simply love, you know? Like it's about finding a life partner, like somebody that wants the same things as you, somebody that has the same like goals, you know, like marriage, kids, like where you want to live, what you want to do. Like there's just so many more aspects to love than just love itself. And like so many books and stories just focus on like, oh, like butterflies and love and cutesy, and this book is very just like real, like two people that just so deeply love each other but just like want different things, and like who's willing to settle, and like just like, oh, it's just so good. And like literally whenever I finished it, I was like, holy crap, this was a 5-star read for me, which doesn't happen. I mean, it happens, I just am very stingy with my 5 stars. A book has to really like impact me, and like just I have to feel tears in my eyes. I just found Poppy to be so relatable, and just like situations that her and Alex went through, they just like made me laugh so hard, but they also just made me like want to cry at times. And like when it ended, I was just like, oh, I just loved it. So totally, even if you're not into the friends to lovers trope, totally read People Who Meet on Vacation, and totally read it during the summer because it's just total vacation vibes. I honestly, I read it out by the pool at my apartment complex, but this book would have been so good to like read on the beach or read on a plane, because again, like you're seeing every vacation they've been on every summer for like 10 years. And it's just like so cute, like all the different locations and stuff. I'm just like, I want to hop on a plane right now because it was just so good and so cute, and I loved it. And I'm so excited to read Beach Read by Emily Henry very soon. That story interested me more than this one did, and this one was so freaking good that I think Beach Read is just gonna like knock my socks off. So yes, if you guys have read People We Meet on Vacation, give me all of your thoughts down below. If you have any other recommendations of friends to lovers books that don't suck and aren't boring, also leave those down below, because now I just feel like I'm on a cutesy romance kick and I'm just gonna ride the wave. So that is it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all later. Bye.